Hi, Jack.
Thank you.
You tried Bufo recently, yeah?
It's true.
How did you like it? Or not like it?
It was really scary. Bufo is you take it, usually you smoke it. So you have like a pipe and a person helping you. There was a shaman and there was a lot of people in the circle around me that was supporting me. And you inhale, and then around, I don't know, like a couple of seconds in, I already felt I had no feeling, I didn't hear anything, and I saw the shaman as like green, bluish, like weird color, but I was still inhaling. I thought I was still inhaling, and then I kind of like leaned forward, and I was like kneeling. By the way, when I was inhaling, I was also kneeling, but I just went forward and I just kind of collapsed on the mattress. I was still seeing things. And it was a good feeling. A feeling of losing control. I had no control over my body anymore at all. I could just, my eyes were open, so I could see something. I still perceive me laying on the. Now I was laying on the side, and I could perceive the mattress, the legs of the shaman, I think.
What were your feelings?
I was pretty happy in this moment. I was feeling of like a very deep release of everything, losing control, and then it really started. Then I totally went out of this world. I felt like I was almost like falling, seeing all kinds of colors, feeling things. Overwhelmed by all kinds of emotions and letting go. It was a bit scary, overwhelming, but very, very loving feeling at the same time. And I was in this state for some time, I think, but I don't know how long, and I cannot really describe what I actually saw and what I didn't see. Maybe some of it, I feel almost like I got some information that I cannot explain. But if I should talk more about the physical experience, when I was going out of the Bufo trip and I started getting back to reality, this is where it went very bad for me. Or let's say it didn't go that bad, but it was like I felt that my ego was coming in, and now some kind of rationalization. I started rationalizing the things I was seeing, and a panic came in, and I had the feeling of that we fucked it up totally. I had the feeling that I shouldn't have done it, and I thought that I was lost and stuck in this extreme unsettling place. Now from being a very, very good emotion of peace, it went to being extremely like anxious hell almost. I felt it almost like a hell, and I wanted to end the whole thing by taking anything. So I was not awake yet, but I kind of understood that I still were connected to my physical body somehow. So I wanted to get up without actually knowing, without being able to see and just kill myself. So I wanted to take anything and just like kill myself. So I was doing this motion, this movement, not emotion, and I got up and I was like, everyone around me was kind of like thinking like, what the fuck?
You also wanted to jump out of the window.
Yeah, I also ran like, actually, I think now when I'm thinking about it, the feeling was not that I wanted to jump out of the window. I just wanted to like inhale air to calm down this overwhelmness. I wanted to go outside and when I started, coming more into the world, people were clapping. They were trying to, create an extremely positive and loving atmosphere. This was part of the ceremony. But then when I was opening my eyes and listening, now I was like kind of like panicking, and I didn't want them to clap. It was annoying me. It was like I had almost like a conclusion and realization that. And I was also saying it out loud that this world is the only heaven we are on, and everything else is a hell. So it was very scary. I was extremely afraid, and I knew even death wouldn't release this thing, because death itself was a kind of like a hell. And I now I have been processing it later. It's like. It's definitely not my conclusion anymore, but in this moment I was extremely afraid and very sad that I took it. I need to mention that before I took it I was very afraid. I don't know why I got so afraid, but I think I was afraid of the unknown, and I was already. I felt I was really. I really wanted to get really deep into it. So I also made a huge effort to inhale a lot. And I feel I got some kind of knowledge that I cannot express through words. Some of it is extremely beautiful, and some of it is very scary. Mostly because I'm rationalizing it because it's my ego, because of my ego being afraid. Anyway, after a couple of minutes, saying some crazy stuff to the people around me by saying like, like I don't know, we fucked it all up. I don't remember exactly what I was saying.
You were saying, this is all what we got.
Yeah, this is all we got,
Earth is what we got.
Yeah.
There is no heaven, there is no hell. You don't want to die, because this is heaven, and
This
the
is
rest,
heaven, yeah.
the rest is just eternity, where you will be stuck forever.
Yeah, exactly. So I had the realization that everything continues forever, and it's like a dance. And this eternity, this was actually like a heaven for me, while my ego was away. But while my ego came back, it was like a hell, because it was too scary. It was fully accepting everything as it is, having no judgment for any kind of thing in the world. And when I mean thing, I don't mean like a thing, like two persons talking to each other or seeing other people, but not judging anything, like insects, energy. I don't know how to even explain it. Like my ego didn't like the unknown, and I was seeing a lot of things that were unknown, and I was feeling a lot of things that couldn't be described. So. But anyway, after some minutes, when I kind of calmed down, I went outside and I started processing the whole thing, and I came, back to a more sane state. But the whole day I was very shocked. And in the evening, I was doing ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. I still have problems saying this word. It was my second retreat actually. It was my third day on this retreat, and so in the middle of the day I did Bufo and then ayahuasca in the evening, where I was kind of processing the whole experience, and it was extremely scary for me because, you know, I think the way you get very deep into such a thing is by being able not to resist what you're feeling, what you're seeing, and it requires a lot of courage. So in the evening, I was part of this ceremony where we were drinking this tea, this plant, this healing plant, and when I started processing the whole thing, I mean, it was like totally overwhelming, and like I felt I had like knowledge that was beyond this world. I felt I had things to say. I experienced things that were so beautiful, and I understood the meaning of life, like on a very, very deep level, that was extremely difficult for me to explain. Next day, I mean, I don't want to get into the whole details of it because maybe it doesn't make so much sense, but...
I have one more question for you before you finish. Would you recommend taking Bufo?
That is a very difficult question to answer because in the moment when I took it, just after, I regretted it because my experience with it was flooded with anxiety afterwards. But I am going soon on another retreat, and I will do it again because I feel the amount of knowledge I got through it, the perspective I got, was priceless. So yes, I would recommend it to the people that are ready to let go and not afraid of having a bad experience.
I have one more question. How your life changed after this? After the whole retreat? I understand it's like all together, but I think Bufo was the most...
I think the combination of Bufo and this...
Yeah, well, how your life changed?
I think I already knew what I was supposed to do in life, but now after this experience, I kind of got a much stronger confirmation of what is important. And you know, I knew it already, kind of. How it's changed. It's almost like a reminder, you know. A reminder that I am human, reminder of I see people very differently. I see plants differently, I see animals differently. I see very differently on life. I feel it's more like a dance, and it never ends, and there is enough time. I don't know. I don't have a strong feeling about that I will come, even if I die, that I will come back in some other person or some other animal. I don't have really any. I don't feel I got this kind of knowledge. But what I feel very deeply is that it's that this is almost like just an opportunity. We are here to experience some particular perspective of the universe. It's a very small perspective, and we have the opportunity to live our lives and try out different things, and pain and it's part of life, and pleasures as well. So I don't know how to explain it, but I see everything very different, and I'm much more forgiving and understanding. I guess. and not only to myself but to other people. So yes, I would recommend it. Maybe because I feel it really requires a lot of I don't know. I mean, for me it was ridiculous, beyond this world, intense. And for other people it was just, you know, they felt it was a very nice experience and came out and were very happy, and it was not so profound for them. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a very different. It's a very individual thing. I wanted also to say something that I'm not really, you know, obsessed by money. I was never really obsessed by money, but I really wanted a life where I was independent with, you know, with where I want to live, what I want to do. So of course I wanted some money, and I even started a business some 7 years ago. So, and it's going pretty well. So I am pretty independent. I just feel it's not so important. I mean, to have more money now. I have enough. That's what I'm saying. It's not important at all. It's like it's almost like it's ridiculous. Like I don't know. Do you want to ask me more stuff? I wanted to say the last thing. The next day I was talking with my friend Kay, and I feel I had knowledge that was almost given to me. Like I could answer questions about ego, about meaning, about this, about that. That was coming from somewhere else. Like it was ridiculous. I don't know how I could have had such a deep knowledge about different things. And it was just coming out of me. It's almost like it was coming from somewhere else. Anyway, do you have more questions?
No. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, I love you.
Thank you, I love you, Kate.